Hello everybody and welcome to Innocent Just Play Civilization 5 with the Community Balance Patch mod. And unfortunately, we are third in literacy. Now the technology leader is only one ahead of us, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Can we get... Yeah, we can get electronics, but that's not really interesting to us because we almost got that one already. You don't have anything either. Babylon, how much do you love me? Not that much. You don't either, and neither do you. And it's all because they are different ideology, which I can't switch them from, because they don't go into negative happiness. So yeah, we're pretty much stuck with this. We could have tried and bought electronics actually, but I don't think that's necessary. But yeah, we should definitely try to build the Sydney Opera House. That's now our new priority. See if we can get that building going. And if we can, then we will have a large increase in our tourism. And I believe also a free policy again. Speaking of which, maybe the next policy that we're going to take is the free technology policy. And if we can get these two done, then maybe computers and telecommunication? I don't know, something like that. Sounds good. Addis Ababa gonna be growing a little bit faster. Bismarck entered the atomic era. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, my score is really low because I'm a human player, and it kinda happens all the time because I don't get that a huge army as the AI does. The fact that Bismarck and Isabella are both on the bottom of the list is not a good thing because they are my closest allies. Then again, we're trying to do the influence thing. Global war games. I don't believe it's anything interesting for us in global war games, is there now? Oh, free happiness and in general. And for military units will be maintenance free. That's too much production to waste upon it though. I don't want it. I'd rather spend my production on other things, like building a zoo. And I'm not buying that building because I'm trying to save for the Sydney Opera House. 1780 gold. That's a lot. But we're gonna need it if we want to have the Sydney Opera House. But things are moving really quickly. We're in 1665 and well, we are quite a lot ahead of the people back in those days. Because we pretty much have like planes and factories and all those things. Well, back in those days they had factories already, I guess, but planes and radio? I don't think so. Unless my historical knowledge is completely thrown out the door. I mean, I didn't study history for nothing, I guess. No, we don't want to have open borders. And we will get another great writer. And I really would like a great engineer as well. Let's see, Addis Ababa. Great engineer in 10 turns. That's actually quite close. I like it. I like it a lot actually. Another one that I really would like to have is the great firewall that we can get with globalization. Oh no, not globalization, with the internet. Because if somebody else builds it, we can have a small problem. Mainly because it negates the extra bonus you get for your tourism out of the internet itself. So if I build it, then I negate the bonus that people get with the internet from all other civilizations. That's not that great. It's fine. Great, cool, awesome, nice. But I'd rather have it that they don't get it either. I mean, I want to spread my tourism to them as much as possible. I don't care about their tourism to me. I probably am quite far ahead with that. Global War Games is completed. It's fine. So the next cultural of touristic one is the Incas, and we are doubling their output. We want to have stadiums because stadiums increase our tourism output, our culture output, and large sum of golden age points when completed. I believe it used to be tourism points, but I guess that's a little bit too good. And that's why we want to have the circuses and the zoos, because it leads to stadiums which help our tourism. I remember in Civilization 4 you had these quest chains, and I don't remember, I think it was the expansion Beyond the Sword, and I love that game. I really think that Civilization 4 is probably the best Civilization game I have played to date. Civilization 6 is probably coming this year, at least the rumors say so. You're gonna go to Ottawa, continue your mission. But Civilization 4 is by far the best Civilization I've played. It's a little bit, the graphics are a little bit dated by now, but still, it's really good. And in Civilization 4 you had these quest chains, and it also always reminds me when I'm building these kinds of buildings, like you have this large quest, build at least 5 colosseums in your cities and have an amazing festivity party or something like that, and you get a nice reward out of it. And I miss that. I really like something like that in this game. I think there's a mod that does it maybe, but I can understand if it doesn't really fit that well either anymore. But still, it's always something that I was like, that's good. I really like that. Alright, so we can adopt a new policy. And do we want to do the Great Leap Forward, or do we want to go with peace, land and bread? If we do the Great Leap Forward right now, it's probably not a good idea. Because if we do complete the Sydney Opera House, then we might be able to pinch the internet away with the Great Leap Forward. And it's probably more valuable than what we're going to do now. So peace, land and bread, you're gonna be our policy for this day. Only one more turn of a golden age. Another civilization that's really strong with tourism is Brazil. I believe they get from their unique ability, Carnival, a lot of extra tourism when they're in a golden age. And as you can see, we have been in not a complete perpetual golden age, but at least really close to it. Now we're gonna be a little bit further away from it because, well, 98 turns, but every time we pop a great person, we're gonna get so much closer to it. Also when we build stadiums, we're gonna get closer to it. I think there's a lot going on there. I'm gonna finish the stadium and then I'm gonna start with the Sydney Opera House. I saw only one other person going into the information age, Babylon. Let's see, maybe he has some technologies. Computers, rocketry, combined arms. Is there anything you want to sell? Nah. How about you? Rocketry. Would you like to sell it? Before heaven I shall not. Wow, that's harsh language. Combined arms? We're not open to your offer this time. Ooh, we have an extra spy. We should put them somewhere. We're gonna make it a diplomat probably. And we're gonna check when the turn is done processing who is going to be the guy with the most tourism, not tourism, culture output in the whole game. Oh, they put in travel ban. No way that I will be able to counter that. And that's gonna suck. That's a 50% penalty again. Yeah, they really try to counter my tourism. Greatest builders in history. Wow, they have 23 wonders. Pachacuti. What do you have? Great Light of Stonehenge, Great Library, Colossus, Oracle, Great Wall, Angkor Wat, Hagia Sophia, Statue of Liberty, Eiffel Tower, Red Fort. They have a lot of tourism and cultural stuff as well. I'm actually surprised they didn't went for aesthetics. Let's assign delegates. I'm gonna vote no on the travel ban, but it's not gonna work. And we're gonna go for the Sydney Opera House. 3,100 hammers it costs. That is 1,550 is the half. That is 775 for a quarter. So we can shave off 775 hammers if we build it, buy it. And it becomes interesting, how much does our great engineer produce? No, 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 yes. 1,125. So we come close to 2,000 hammers. Right. Reset the tiles. Gonna go with a production focus. We got 264 per turn. So that's roughly 5 turns before it makes sense of buying and putting our great engineer in there. Now, for our cultural stuff. Greece. We already have a diplomat with you. We want to sort by level. Arabia, we have a diplomat already with you. Spain, we don't have any benefit of getting a diplomat. We already have a diplomat. We already have a diplomat. We already have a diplomat. We don't have a diplomat with the Mayas, even though they're almost there. We might as well put one there. I think it's the only place that actually makes sense still to put one, because pretty much all the other capitals we already have one, except for the two that are following our they are following our ideology already. So yeah, 5 turns. Let's see if we can make it. I really do hope so. It would make me really happy. But yeah, the AI is already quite far ahead with technologies. We should check the demographics if we're close. We wanted that deal actually. Arabia is shooting ahead. Just Wales, fine, Greece. And we want to go open borders with Incas. Oh, we already have open borders according to this. Do we still get happiness from Wales? No. Diplomacy, deal history, current deals. Alexander, we get 2 deals for open borders with him. So there is a problem like that. And we got like 2 deals for open borders here, 3. So there is a bug in there that there is actually some open border shenanigans. That's not great. Okay, so I should pay a lot more attention to if I have open border with people or not. We're gonna go for the internet, that's our main goal now. And we're gonna pop this guy to push us ahead in the technology stuff. You gonna keep going to Harar so he can keep growing. CN Tower has been built by Arabia, Harun al-Rashid. But we are more focused on the Sydney Opera House. So I should not let them come to me with an offer anymore for open borders, but I should only be the one instigating the open border deals. Great. That's a shame. On 2 turns we have another great engineer. Oh, maybe we can use him to help us with the Sydney Opera House. Is there any other great wonder that we want? That one got built. Oh, we really want the National Visitor Center as well, actually. Let's start with that technology. So we can get also from landmarks. We don't have landmarks. Okay, so that's fine. United Nations update. Right, it's also being built. Free diplomat. Delegates. It's all things we don't really need. I mean, it would be nice to have, but we don't really need it. Next turn, the Great Engineer will be ready, and we will see what we're gonna do, if we're gonna get the Sydney Opera House. I think we will use the Great Engineer for that purpose. I don't think we have that much other purpose for the Great Engineer anymore. I mean, the National Visitor Center should be a one-time thing. It's only 490 hammers. Well, we can count exactly what we need to do to get this building done. So, I remember it was 775 hammers for buying it. That would bring us to just over 2,000. Oh, we can finish it with one guy. Oh, great. We don't need a second Great Engineer anymore. We don't need him at all. And we get the Sydney Opera House. And let's go to optimization. So if we want to move towards the internet, what are the technologies that we need? Nuclear fission and satellites, and then telecommunications and the internet. So I'm gonna get a policy called Great Leap Forward. Gonna get the two most expensive technologies for us, that is nuclear fission and satellites. And then in 2 turns we have telecommunications, and we will be able to research the internet directly after that. Then when the internet is done, I think it's time to send out our great musicians and see what good they can do for us. Let's get a research lab over here. And we're gonna build the National Intelligence Center. Right, so to help us along, I think I'm gonna run great scientists, and the rest I'm gonna spend on great musicians. And I'm gonna put this on a great musician as well. Can we optimize this? Different eras but same civilization. Is this not a better teaming bonus? It's the same teaming bonus, but actually gives me something I want more. Different eras, different civilizations. Don't we have something like that? Oh no, that's probably mostly artifacts and stuff like that. That's fine. These are also artifacts. No, I'm happy with this. And how long before musician? 19 turns over here. 19 turns over here. 51 turns over here. So in 19 turns we have another 2 great musicians. I think we can do a lot of good things with this. And I think we should start pushing out more of the... Yeah, this is fine. More of the... Yeah, this is also fine. Pop him now. We want to push out as many archaeologists as well. But first, the National Visitor Center. It's a 1-turn thing now. Since everything got discovered, the scouts and such can go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have a diplomat in all the great cities already, so we don't have to do that. What we're gonna do now is put this guy in protection in Harar, and then we should be fine. And next turn, our visitor center should be completed, which should lead in a great boost in our tourism once again. The hotels are also coming up, and that after the internet, I think we will be going for airports and such things, and then we will have the maximum bonus at least in all of our cities for tourism. And yeah, I think with the internet alone, that's enough to actually send the musicians out. It's a nice bonus. Look at that, from 350 to 454. We're gonna vote for... Ooh, Incas are actually way too close to a global emoji thing, I'm gonna vote for myself. And over here, like I said, we want to go for more archaeologists. And that's gonna be it for this episode. We did almost double our tourism this episode, so that's a good thing. And the internet is coming up in 3 turns, and that's gonna be, I think, a doubling of our tourism once again. Let's see how it's looking. Influenced by player. It's still far away with many of these civilizations, but we have a shitload of great musicians ready to go out in the world and do our bidding. That's gonna be a lot of turns of tourism. But that's all gonna be in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.